Rich, thank you very much, and I appreciate the accolades. I am very fortunate and blessed to have the job I have and be able to work with so many great sports, so many great athletes and coaches and leadership in sport. First of all, good morning to you all, and thank you very much for the opportunity to come and spend a few minutes with you this morning. I first want to say congratulations on a job well done. The results in London were absolutely fantastic. And I look back to 4 years ago. I remember sitting at the Crown Plaza when you were having your board meeting following the Beijing Games. We had some tough conversations about, how can we get better? How do we organize ourselves and partner together to get better and get better results and help our very best athletes have the programs and the training, the competition, the coaching, the leadership they need in order to win medals. And we sit here today watching the men's freestyle program win 2 gold medals and a bronze, which was it's fantastic. I mean, those 2 gold medals are huge, and I recognize personally the commitment, sacrifice, and expertise it took to get for those athletes to achieve that level of excellence in this sport. It is so tough. But I also think that was a result of good decision making, of good leadership, of the ability for this organization, of all of you to come together and say, okay, what adjustments do we need to make in order to create the environment that helps our very best athletes achieve success? And I'm really interested in that. That's my #1 priority in the leadership role I have with the Olympic Committee, is how do you create that environment for those athletes who are capable of winning medals and give them the chance to win those medals? How do you make sure that we're training at a level that is as good or better than the athletes that we have to compete with in the rest of the world? How do you get that leadership component in there that really sets the environment in such that it inspires everyone to be better and to have the same kind of commitment that the athletes do towards achieving that goal? And how do you make sure that we know exactly what it takes, whether it's the training plans, the sports science and medicine, our nutrition plan? It's complicated in your sport. I understand that. Making weight is very difficult. Being right at the right place at the right time with regard to your mental, physical, technical capabilities requires a lot of moving parts. But you made adjustments. You did some really great strategic things, and we sit here today with great achievement and success. And I think that I just want to really reiterate personally how committed I am to that, but also how I admire and congratulate Rich, you and your staff, the board of directors, and the leadership overall for USA Wrestling in the accomplishment of that. It's really a great job, so congratulations to you all on that. For Team USA in London, what an achievement. I'd have to say, when I walked into London for the Olympic Games, I expected that we'd be somewhere in the 95 range in terms of total medals. I thought China would be a really close adversary. I thought that we would have a hard time winning. I thought we could. I believe in winning. I thought we could win it, but I thought it'd be tough. But what happened was a magic that was inspirational from a variety of different places. We brought a team to London that was so well prepared and had such a positive attitude for success that they went out and won 104 medals. 46 of those were gold. You think about that, that's almost half of the total medal count was gold medals by our brilliant, achieved athletes. I mean, that is fantastic. And, the energy, the enthusiasm, the excitement, the commitment, the expertise of those athletes and their coaches was evident throughout so many different sports. And it was fun because it wasn't all about, the traditional places we win medals. There were a lot of new places. We just talked about what your contribution was to that count, the achievement, the success there. We watched diving win 4 medals when they hadn't won any for the last 2 Olympic Games, and a gold medal to boot, which was amazing. There were a number of instances where there was just a real stepped-up effort in terms of how everybody achieved, and I have to say that I'm humbled and very, very proud to be part of an organization and part of a country and a team, a big team that has that level of success. And I tell you, as we go forward to Rio, we're going to keep the pedal to the metal and make sure this continues on. But a lot of that is built around partnership, and that's been, I've been in this job as the Chief of Sport Performance for 2 years. My objective when I came here to the USOC was to partner with the NGBs and make sure that we had a very close partnership, and we were listening closely to what each sport needed and making sure that our approach towards supporting each sport was customized and individualized based upon what the needs of that specific sport was, what those disciplines were. And I'd say that, Rich, I appreciate very much the fact that I think that USA Wrestling and USOC have both taken that approach to working together. And that's through your leadership and through the leadership that has come through your organization. And that we've been critical and we've been tough on each other, but we've been open and honest and really all trying to achieve the same sort of thing. And that partnership is, I think, essential towards our success in the future. I think most of you probably don't know, aside from Rich's leadership here in this organization and how that's manifested itself in the partnership with the U.S. Olympic Committee, he's also the head of the National Governing Bodies Council, which is the representative group that has all the sports together represented to the U.S. Olympic Committee. And basically, it's a big responsibility, but it's a very important group because as we talk about strategy and philosophy and how we as Team USA, as a nation, are going to go forward, that group we have to be on the same page. We have to be together on this. We have to be moving as a nation forward towards helping our very best athletes get what they need to be successful. Rich has led that group and led it very successfully. And I think that it's been a huge commitment on your part and a huge time commitment, but it's also worked out very well for us as a country, and I thank you very much for your excellent leadership there. As we go forward, we're going to continue to keep on pace. My objective in looking out towards Rio is to make sure that where we are strong, we stay strong, and that we are very strategic about opportunities for athletes going forward. There are a number of different sports which I look at and I go, if we can get the kind of partnership and the kind of focus and the kind of programming together that would support the athletes in the right way, we can make headway in places where we currently don't have results. So not only are we going to make sure that we basically stay focused on where we're strong, but I'm going to take strategic opportunities and go and run with those. You know, I went to the board of directors with the U.S. Olympic Committee 2 years ago and basically put together 4 guiding principles that I just want to share with you so you understand kind of what the focus is. One is winning medals. I don't want to be a compromise on that. We need to win medals because look at the inspiration in our country of our athletes in London. I mean, I came home from London and it was unbelievable what I heard from people that were so excited in all walks of life. We need to continue to achieve at a high level. We need to give our athletes the very best chance. The ones that are medal capable, let's make sure they can go and do it. We need to integrate all of our resources. One of the things that wasn't being done is we had a cash component, we had a training center component, we had sports science and medicine, we had all these different ways that we were supporting national governing bodies, but they weren't collaborating and coordinated. And as we go forward, they're going to be completely deployed as a package. When we go look at the high performance plan for wrestling or for any of the other sports, we're going to deploy these resources in a very consistent manner, and they're going to be customized and organized together. And our third principle is customization. You know, I want to make sure that everybody understands that, we don't look at every sport differently. This is the same. I look at every sport, every discipline differently, and this is not going to be a cookie-cutter approach. What does it take to win? And do you have the program in place to win? Right athletes, right leadership, right coaching, right training, right type of competitions. If those things all come together, you can win medals. And finally, where we do have success, I want there to be consistency and continuity. Where we have great leadership, great programs, I want to make sure that we start to get out ahead of this so that not every year you're wondering, well, we're winning in the sport. Are you going to support us? You're not going to support us? How's this going to work? The USOC. As we go forward, I want to be much more consistent about how we support winning programs so that people can count on us as their partner to be there for them when we go forward. So, again, I want to say congratulations. I'm humbled to be here. I'm one person in the movement, and I think very thankful to have the opportunity to try to work together with you. But I also want to say thank you so much for the work you've done, each and every one of you, all the way down to when that first kid gets on the mat, first kid basically tries out wrestling, all the way up to the leadership at the top who makes it possible for the very best athletes, the ones that are medal capable, to go out and win those medals. With that, thank you very much, and Rich, congratulations, and I really appreciate your leadership.
Thank you, Alan.